Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today we're going to dive right in. This is a get it all done video. I am preparing to go on a retreat, and I'm actually in charge of the retreat. And there are several things that I need to complete for this women's retreat. So, the first thing I'm going to do are these bags. I have two of them that I need to do. Uh, Altogether, there are 10. But I'm going to do these two on camera. So I'm going to bring in the vinyl. This is adhesive vinyl by Tech Wrap. So I'm going to get this all weeded out and we'll chat while I weed. So basically, each year my church has a women's retreat. And for the last 2 years, I have been in charge of the retreat. Now, mind you, this retreat started. Well, this is the 27th retreat. I can't say it started 27 years ago because of the pandemic. We wound up having to hold off on it, obviously. But this is the 27th retreat. And for the 6th, 26th, and 27th, I have been in charge of it. There was a time that I couldn't even go because I wasn't old enough. So look how far I have come in this. So, anyway, these bags are for the newcomers. We actually have 10 newcomers this year. So, we like to always give the newcomers a little something for joining us. And I, no, 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 we're not going to do this. Nope, we're not. Okay, I'm going to fix this tea. Anyway. So we always like to give our newcomers a little something. So these bags will have some little trinkets in it, a book, and some other items. So I'm really excited about the retreat, and I hope that the newcomers are excited as well. We have people coming this year from out of town. So that is always great. Now, this tea, I can see where it needs to go because there's like a little indent in this backer here. So you can see that that's where it goes. So I'm just trying to line it up with that spot. And it just says, thanks for joining us. We have two people that are coming from um, who have to get on a plane. So it is really nice to have other people come and join us for the first time. Of course, we have tons of um, returnees, and we are just looking to have an awesome time in the Lord for the weekend. All right, I'm going to get this all weeded out and then come back. Okay, I have one little piece here to remove. There we go. Now we're ready. So since this is Tech Wrap vinyl, I am going to use the Tech Wrap transfer tape just to be sure that I don't have any issues with transferring from here to here. So let's get a piece cut out that will work for both. This week is going to be so busy because, like I said, this is a get it all done because I am down to the wire. Things must be done this week because we leave this week. By the time you guys see this video, I will already be back. But all right, we got that on. And I was supposed to, so I'm hoping it doesn't rip my bag, because I was supposed to take some of the tack away and I forgot. So hopefully, well, you know what? I'll just take my time and I'll say a prayer. Finally, we got it off. All right, here's the bag. And our colors for this year, we always have a different color each year. And our color for this year is fuchsia. So I'm trying to get as close to fuchsia with this color as possible. Um, but you know, it doesn't really need to be spot on to fuchsia, but it's, you know, it's in the family. So we'll go with family members. All right, this is removing itself very nicely. And the bag is good. Thanks for joining us. Let's do this last one. All right, our first project is done. Thanks for joining us. I cannot wait to give these to the 10 ladies that are joining us this year. All right, let's move on to our next project. Okay, you guys, so my next 5 projects will need the heat press. So, what I'm going to do is weed things out, get everything prepped here first, and then take it over to the heat press. But I'm going to start off with 3 of them because the first 3 are HTV, heat transfer vinyl or iron on. I'm going to start with those because I will have to raise the temperature for the other 2 projects. So let's start here with this glitter HTV. Now, these pouches I plan to give out as prizes. So last year, what I did was we had a meet and greet. Of course, as I said, there are some new people who who are joining us, and we usually have new people join us every year. So we have a little meet and greet when we first arrive at the facility. And nope, don't want to lose my letter there. Okay. No. Okay, got it. So we have a meet and greet when we arrive to the facility. And last year in the meet and greet, I had them play a singing game, which is right up my alley because I sing and I love to sing. So um, it was fun. We had so many laughs and everybody enjoyed themselves. This year, we're going to be playing a game again. We won't be singing, but I want to be able to give the winners a gift. I say winners because they're going to be teams of 2. So there will be two ladies on each team. So they're going to be two winners. And I want to make sure the winners have a prize. So I'm just making these pouches, and I'll show you what it says in a moment. As soon as this R decides to cooperate, here, let me weed it out like this, which is okay. Now I should be able to get it back down. Let me find where it needs to go. There we go. And it looks like some of the other letters are a little wonky here. Okay, I got it all weeded out, and it says faith over fear. And I chose this design from Design Space. I just typed in faith over fear, and I liked this one. And I chose faith over fear because our theme for this year is women choosing faith over fear. So I said, this is absolutely, oh, I missed a piece. This is absolutely appropriate for the occasion. I got it out, and I'm going to just put this right on here. And that should be about middle. This bag is it was made a little crooked, but so we're gonna have to work with it. But it's just a little gift to say congrats that you won. So I'm gonna quickly get this one weeded out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, got this one weeded out as well. So we are moving we are moving right along. And by the way, I did pre-press and lint rolled everything. See, oh no, that's okay. And lint rolled everything before getting on camera, just because of time's sake. We have these two ready for the heat press. I am going to sit them off to the side until we get the other ones weeded out, and then we'll go over to the heat press. Okay, so here's our next vinyl project. I'll explain this one as well. Last year, as I said, it was my first year being in charge of the retreat, and I wanted to add something new to it. I decided to add the spa, and basically what we did was gave hand massages and back massages to all the ladies. I actually recruited a team of a few ladies who were on the retreat. Um, Most of the ladies were the ladies that are on the committee with me. So I asked them to be a part of this and if they didn't mind giving hand and back massages. So my team, I made shirts for my team last year. And this year we have a new team member. So I wanted to make sure she had a shirt as well. I named the spa the Hope and Healing Spa. And while some people were getting massages, I I was with all the ladies who were waiting, and we had music playing. We had the diffusers going with the essential oils. The lights were off, basically. We did have some light coming in from the windows in the room, but the lights were off. And I was just guiding them through, that moment of quiet, that time of quietness, reflection, um, some people actually, they were so at peace at that moment they fell asleep waiting. When it was some people's turn, I had to actually tap them and wake them. So so many people were grateful and thankful for that time. So here's the design I came up with for the spa. Some people were so grateful and thankful for it. They were like, we have to do this again. um so I did not want to disappoint. We're going to do it again this year. And I'm hoping that it is received just as well as it was last year. Okay, so I'm making this shirt for my team member. And to make this easier, I'm going to bring in my t-shirt guide. So what I do with this is I make sure, one thing you might have noticed if you make t-shirts, the neckline is not always so even. The tag isn't always right down in the middle. So I just want to make sure this looks about even on both sides, which it does. And I want to get this as close to this neckline as possible. And since this is going to be a left chest design, I am going to fold this. I'm actually trying to meet the design, not the transfer tape. So see, look, and the carrier sheet, excuse me. This side of the carrier sheet has a lot of space. This side does not. What I am folding to are the corners of the design. I'm not going to fold it completely. I'm just going to hold it right there and make a little crease right at the top. So see, there's a tiny crease in the carrier sheet there, and I'm going to line that up with this dotted line here. Excuse my head. Just want to make sure this is straight. All right, and then I'm going to put that down and move that. And let me just lift it up to give it a little check. It looks good to me. Okay, so this is the second heat transfer vinyl that we're going to use. There's one more heat transfer vinyl. Then we're going to take all three of these to the heat press. So let me get the next one. Okay, here's our next HTV. I am going to start by just weeding as I did all the others. This shirt is my shirt. So what I like to do is create a shirt, create shirts for the entire weekend, honestly. So we do have one day that we all wear the same shirt. We have our retreat shirt and we wear that one of the days. The other 2 days, the first day we get there and our last day there, I like to make shirts for those particular days. Of course, shirts that go along with the theme. So I will reveal the design as soon as I get this weeded. Okay, guys, finally. And it just says, let your faith be bigger than your fear. I saw that saying somewhere. I know it's somewhere online. I'm not sure where exactly, but I said, yep, that's perfect. And I just decided to design this for my shirt. Now, let me tell you this. Originally, I did not plan to have a black shirt. I originally planned to have a shirt that was about this color, and then I was going to do black vinyl on it. But when I went into Michael's to grab a shirt for myself, they didn't have that my size in that color, and I was like, no. I wanted that color. But I was like, okay, V, you got to pivot. You got to pivot. You got to figure something else out. So I said, okay, black. I didn't even remember that I had this color here. So I honestly thought I was going to put white vinyl on this shirt while I was in the store. And then when I got home, I started looking at my HTV and I was like, oh, snap. I have the perfect color to go on this shirt. So that is exactly what I did. I was like, this is excellent, excellent, excellent. I was so excited that this was an option. All right, you guys. So I have this shirt, and these pouches to take over to the heat press. So we're going to go over that way. Okay, we have all of the vinyl projects done. I'm going to remove this. All right, that came off good, and it looks good. All right, let's move this one. Let's do the other ones. We have our pouches here. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Do y'all see that? So, so pretty. That glitter. And one thing I like about glitter heat transfer, you don't have to worry about any of the actual glitter particles getting onto your hands or the rest of your body, nowhere else. So I love that it does not shed. So those two came out gorgeous. Love it. I'm gonna move this and bring in my shirt. Let's see, this one needed to cool. They all had a little chance to cool, but this one I did last. So I'm going to take my time. All right. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. All of the heat transfer projects are completed, and we're going to bring in the last two one by one, of course, but we have two more heat transfer projects that need to happen. So I'm going to clean up and bring those in. Okay, so we have another shirt to do. I actually have the last two are shirts, but they are going to be done differently. This is DTF. I am making, now this one has absolutely nothing to do with the retreat, but my friend moved and I don't get to see her that often, but I will see her at the retreat. So I want to make sure that this is done for her once we go to the retreat, because after that, I'm not sure when I'm going to see her again. So let me get some heat resistant tape and my measuring tape. Okay, got my heat resistant tape. I just want to do some measuring really quickly. Okay, I think I have this measured where I want it to be. Since this is not sticky, I'm going to have to put down at least one piece of tape just so I can lift it up to make sure that it is where I want it to be. So I'm going to put down that one piece and just lift it up a moment. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tape down. I only usually put 4 pieces of tape. That's usually more than enough. Let's see. I'm going to double check. All right. I think this one is pretty good where it is. So I'm going to move this off to the side and bring in the last shirt for prepping, and then we'll go to the heat press. Okay, got my last shirt in here. I'm going to lint roll this. Now, I know I said that I lint rolled all the shirts and heat pressed them, and I did. But this is the Cricut brand infusible ink shirt, which can also be used for sublimation. And if you know anything about sublimation, you know that if there are any pieces of lint left on the shirt or whatever you're sublimating, there will be spots on your shirt. And look at that. I lint rolled before and all this lint is on the shirt now. So it is important to lint roll when you're doing infusible ink or sublimation. Now, I'm not doing infusible ink. I'm going to do sublimation. Here's my design. Of course, it's mirrored. I'm going to just move the shirt just for a second because I saw that there's a little bit of ink on the edge and I don't want that on my shirt. I'm going to actually cut that out. I did not print this in Design Space. I sized this in Canva and then just saved it to my computer and then printed it from there. So I'm just cutting off these edges where I see a little bit of ink. We do not want that on the shirt. Plus, I needed to cut it down anyway because this paper is very big. So I'm gonna cut it. I was gonna cut it down anyway, but definitely for that reason. Okay. Now I'm going to go right here with it. Gonna measure it, and I'm not measuring the paper. I'm measuring from where the design starts, which is about here. All right, that looks pretty darn even. So I'm gonna commit and get a piece of tape. I like it. Okay, we're gonna go back over to the heat press and get this shirt and the DTF shirt heat pressed. Okay, you guys. So this one I already peeled off the carrier sheet because with DTF, you are supposed to do 2 presses, one with the carrier sheet on and then one with the carrier sheet off. Let's talk. I went in the store and grabbed a black shirt, forgetting that the words in this design are black. So now I have a black on black. My mind was solely on this. I don't know. I should have grabbed either a white or even a gray shirt, but I grabbed black. Although this pops so nicely off of the black, but they're black words. Like I should have gotten a white shirt. So I am going to decide if I'm going to give this to her or if I'm going to mail it to her and redo the shirt. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I need to see how well this shows up on the camera. In person, I can read it very, very well, but I don't know. Anyway, I still love this design. I think this is such a dope design. I love it, love it, love it. So I might give it to her any old way, just because it's still a very cool shirt. But you guys let me know what you would do. Would you give it to the person this way or redo it? Okay, this I have not removed the sheet, so we're going to do that. Yes. And the fact that it's faded like that, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be faded here because even on the design, it's on the sheet, it's like faded here, faded there. That is the design. So this actually came out wonderfully because look at how vibrant these colors are everywhere else where it's not supposed to be faded. It came out wonderfully. I am so excited to wear this weekend on the retreat. So I am going to bring everything back in so we can see everything all at once. All right, you guys, I have all of the projects back in the camera. Um, I am excited, first of all, for our retreat. It is something that I look forward to every single year, so I cannot wait to wear both of my shirts for our newest member of our spa team to join us and to say thank you to the 10 ladies that joined us this year. Of course, for our winners of the game we're going to play, and then the shirt for my friend. Even though I goofed, I still love this shirt. I still absolutely love it. So thank you guys for joining me in this Get It All Done for Retreat video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired by it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss another video of mine. And I'll see you in my next one. Later, guys.